Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have missing Elizabeth Ann Miller, Idaho Springs, Colorado. She was only 14 years old, just a child. She went missing August 16th in 1983. She was one of, I think, 7 children, 5'4", 105 pounds. She went for her morning jog. She's not been seen since. She went to a park nearby to go jogging. She was wearing white jogging shorts, a faded blue t-shirt, and running shoes. And she answers to Beth, strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes. And she thought someone had been following her. She told her parents that she thought somebody had been following her. And then she went jogging and she disappeared. 5'4". She was born July 27th, 1969. There have been numerous false sightings of her. She was declared legally dead July 19th, 94. A few different people claim they killed her. Let's see. Or a couple. Non-family abduction. She was last seen jogging 10 a.m. in her hometown at a park near her home. Investigators believe that a man seen at the park at the same time as her. The man was driving a small red 1975 or 1976 pickup truck with a white camper shell, out-of-state license plates. They're not sure if it has any connection with her disappearance. Her sister said there was a man in a pickup truck that had flirted with her a few days before with a white camper shell, blue or black lettering, and a brown stripe on the sides. And the man was fair-skinned, about 175 pounds, with light brown, collar-length hair parted on the side. He wore prescription eyeglasses with blue-tinted photo-grade lenses, and he had a general neat appearance, and he said his name was Claude. And he got mad when Elizabeth refused to have a conversation with him. She disappeared shortly thereafter, and she's not been seen or heard from since. She didn't have any cash, no personal belongings, nothing. If she was going to be gone for any length of time, she would leave a note. She was a basketball player, so she jogged regularly to stay in shape. One of seven children, And she was a freshman at Clear Creek Secondary School. Just a child. She babysat to earn extra money. Her babysitting earnings were left behind when she disappeared. An unidentified Ohio man's been under investigation for several years about her case. There was a serial killer claimed he killed her, but they found his story was not credible. And there is another man, a New Mexico man named Edward Apodaca, and he was murdered by his wife and mother-in-law, and 2 independent witnesses said that they saw him talking to her before she disappeared, and that he had a rust-colored pickup that was red or rust-colored with a camper shell, New Mexico plates. And his former girlfriend claimed she helped him bury her in Idaho Springs, and they sent cadaver dogs indicated the presence of human remains in the general area where she indicated, but they couldn't find anything. So he may have been involved in her case. In 1995, there was a woman picked up in Tampa, Florida. She claimed to be Elizabeth, but she was not. Possible evidence related to her case might have been found along the interstate in 1994, but they're not sure. They sent it off to the FBI to try to find out. I guess they don't know yet. I don't know. So her family declared her legally dead in 1994. Just a child. Just a child. And we're going to look at some Jane Does, okay? And I wanted to point out, she's 14 years old. There was another Jane Doe found in Rockdale, Texas, 12 to 16 years old. So she might have been 14, but just a child. Found along the highway. And she was wearing, she had strawberry blonde hair as well. And she was 12 to 16 years old. This was, you first look at it, you think it's only a couple months, but it's 3 years later. 3 years later, another child's found along the highway. Unless it's her. I don't know if it could be her or not. Found along the highway in Rockdale, Texas. So we're going to look at some Jane Does. There is one Jane Doe that was found in Clear Creek County, and that's where she went missing, was Clear Creek County, right? And this Jane Doe is estimated to be 17 to 36 years old, but you look at her facial shape and everything, and you look at her facial shape, and then we'll go back and compare the facial shapes of the two of them. Sometimes I click on them and it doesn't show up in the video, so I'm going to do this a few times, hoping that it actually shows up when I click on it in the video, because sometimes, like I said, sometimes it does not. And because it's in the same county as her, I want to make sure that, and it's only maybe 14 minutes away, if that, because I just did by Idaho Springs to Clear Creek County. I didn't do by, the park or anything like that. The next Jane Doe I have was found in Lakewood, Colorado in 2013. And she was only 34 minutes away. She was found in a cauldron in a vacated residence or a shed that was on the market to be sold in 2013, half an hour away. Next one I have was found in Watkins, Colorado, and it's a male, but there was carpet, socks, and earrings. And the way they know it was a male they do some kind of a DNA test, which showed it was a male. Even though there was a near complete skeletal remains, for some reason they had to do a DNA test to see if it was male or female. And sometimes they do that, and later they'll say it's one, and later they'll say it's the other. So it's probably a male, but I wanted to include them anyway because of the carpet and everything. And that's an hour away. Next one I have is Adams County, Colorado. Not sure if it's male or female. Found July 21st, 2001. And partial skeleton parts only. And found in a field in 2001. So, and an hour and 21 minutes. The next one I have is Buena Vista, Colorado. Found in 1989. A single mandible was found underneath someone's porch at somebody's home in Buena Vista, Chaffee County. So, and I read that and I'm thinking, well, how did the mandible get under the porch? I mean, was there more remains under the house? Did they hide somebody under the porch and move them? Or did they have a pet, like an animal or a dog or something that slept under the porch, maybe found the remains somewhere and brought one of the bones there or dug it up or something? And that makes me wonder, did they get cadaver dogs and search the area to see if there were any other remains anywhere near there, right? Just don't tell me there's a single mandible under the porch and you didn't go looking to see if there was any other remains anywhere else, That's an hour and 45 minutes away. Then we have another one. Not sure if it's male or female. Found in Colorado in 1986. Chaffee County as well. Partial skeleton fragment found in an entrance near an abandoned mine shaft. Near a mine shaft. Was somebody dropping remains or something? That's Chaffee County as well. Are there any other remains inside of the mine? Can anybody get in the mine? Did anybody check the mine to see if there was more than one person in the mine or any other skeletal remains in the mine as well? Same county. Just and that is about 2 hours away, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Next one we have is found in Wright, Colorado, but that's in 2022. And it doesn't give the dates of when any of the clothing that was found was manufactured, but it does give the size, Levi's size 8 jeans and some brand names. But, I'm wondering when were they manufactured. This little pink clip purse looks like it could have been pretty old. But then I see the jacket, and I'm like, would the jacket have held up for all those years, though? I don't know. And there's duct tape on the sock and the shoes. And the shoestrings kind of look like they could have been, from the 80s or something. But I don't know. Did they check the dates and the brand names and try to find out when they were manufactured or anything like that? So that was 2.5 hours away. Then I have somebody in this I don't know how to pronounce it. Found in 1987. Not sure if it's male or female. It's pretty far away. Oh, it says found in 1987 here, and then down here it says 2019. So I don't know when they found the remains. And that is 4 hours and 45 minutes away. So here we have this child that went missing, and they have no idea what happened to her, where she's at. If you have any information, please contact authorities and let them know. Even if you're not sure if it's true, you heard it at the bar, you heard it at jail, you heard it from somebody who heard the information from somebody else, let the authorities know and let them decide what's relevant and what's important. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.